5 years through the last few years of the Obama administrations and stuff, I have been trying to push for a tax program which eliminates property taxes and moves everything to a sales tax appropriation system. That includes a sales tax, just like when you're getting paid, you're still putting a little bit of money out of your paycheck to the tax system, and when you're doing transactions, money's still going from the transactions to the tax system. And how that works is a sales tax system that has 1% for the local utilities where the transaction occurs, 1% for development, and 1% for this, 1% for that. I think it's about a 7-tier tax system on every dollar traded. Now, I've been trying to push this. I don't have a college degree. I don't have a high school degree. I don't have any kind of degree. So it's really hard for people to take what I say seriously. We need to eliminate property taxes and insurances. Insurances, we pay taxes, but we don't get any securities. We pay taxes, but we don't get any dividends. We shouldn't wait till we're old and decrepit to get dividends. We should pay taxes, participate. We got debit cards. We should participate and get dividends at certain age brackets. Like at 9 years old, get your own EBT card so you never go hungry despite the carelessness and recklessness of a parental unit. You'll always have your backup so you can always be fed and you can be nourished and you can properly develop. Anyhow, it's one safe trade, transit, insurance, commerce, sales tax, appropriation, accountability, infrastructure, prepaid, dividend bearing system. And like the auto companies that got a bailout, I'm trying to appease to the insurance companies because they should be done away with. But I do believe that they need to have some kind of incentive to acknowledge their uselessness, because the insurance system's been around since Columbus left Spain. It's that old. It's that corrupt. Everybody knows that there's something wrong with our society. That's one of the main things, because it is so extravagant that I can't afford hardly any insurance. It's ridiculous. We got to get rid of it. We got to move it to the sales tax system so everybody has securities offered by these things. When we go buy a piece of property, we shouldn't have to keep paying administrators to delegate authority over us. The only thing the government's for is to secure our rights, to defend ourselves, to secure our rights, not to be our champions, but to be our defenders of our rights as instilled, our inalienable rights put down by God. Now, that's the whole sum of it. Trump's put tariffs on it. I heard the conversation the other day that there might be just a little bit of movement on the Hill from this lady on C-SPAN. I heard it. And we do have to get rid of property tax to secure our personal assets away from all these entities that are government employees that don't really produce commodities but keep on taking a intrusive role in delegating our existence. We do need some security measures. We do need this. This is not going to be overnight. Do away with them. It's going to be a transition. It'll probably be a 50-year transition, but we have to do it. And we cannot wait for the establishment of the elitists, academic elitists, whatever they are, the administrators in the community, whatever they are. It's not what we got to wait for. We have to acknowledge that our development has been retarded by stress, because when they stress out a citizen, then a citizen stresses them out. That retards development. You gotta get free, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We gotta get rid of prohibition. We gotta put everything adult content in the proper venues, not prohibitions on them. We gotta control this stuff so it doesn't affect the children's development. We need to put cannabis, cocaine, amphetamines, and heroin, mushrooms, all that at the liquor store and at the proper venue and stop this overbearing government entities. All right, there is such thing as pure substances, and then there is such thing as street drugs that harm our development. Almost every adolescent in the 90s that I can testify, even all the college successful kids coming out of college, experimented with these substances. They did not have clean, pure substances. Why? Because of the war on drugs. We've been at war my entire life. We have to end that war. The establishment's not going to come up and say this. The establishment has something to lose. I do not have anything to lose by saying this. I'm just speaking my opinion from my experience. I'm well experienced. I've watched these college kids and this flow of drugs poison them. Now, when I was a teen, I didn't take all that ecstasy that everybody seemed to want to take every weekend or whatever. I just didn't do it. Didn't have a trust in it. Did not want it. I think I tried Molly one time. Loved it. That's all I tried it though. We have to acknowledge that people outside of the colleges and outside of Wall Street can voice an opinion that could be healthier than any indoctrinated theory, indoctrinated ideas that the school system has excreted. I'm sorry I didn't participate and trust you guys enough to put my true opinions into the text, into the laboratories of public school system. You didn't let me in when I asked to get in, and so on and so forth. My opinion was not channeled through your narrow corridors of academia, or whatever you call it. So acknowledge that people outside of your parameter have experience. Acknowledge that we have to secure the United States citizens' personal homes against all manipulation to have currency. We shouldn't have to go out here and struggle to get currency for the administrators. We need to be free, independent, sovereign citizens over our personal possessions, which includes our home. We shouldn't have to go out here and get $1.25 a day. Now, when we go out here and after I grow a commodity, and somebody comes in my soon to be a little store and purchases one of my commodities, I expect to take a percentage of that dollar that they give me for my commodities, whether it be squash or egg or whatever it is I'm producing, or services, to society, to help keep society as it is, to help service the burden of the utilities and the insurances, to be sure that we have securities while we do commerce. All right? I've tried to say this a whole bunch of different ways, and I've said it over and over and over and over and over, and I might have been ranting and raving a lot, but most of the time when I make a good recording or a nice calm statement after reserving myself for a period of time, it won't post. So let's see what happens here. Thank you. David Aaron Grigg, Airhead Boone. I got a lot of videos that are suppressed right now. I will reveal them later, but they are just ranting and raving and me playing around. Have a good day.